This is something that I think deserves a great deal of attention. And without a doubt, is very important because it honestly, in my opinion, becoming a serious problem.
To sacrifice themselves to fight. But what about background checks? Now, 20% of the people in this country get their guns without having to pass any sort of criminal check. And when you say that, give me some basis behind that. Well, that's you're talking about private sales. Yeah, I mean they get them from a relative gives them to them, or it gets passed down, or a gun show, or something like that. And the NRA used to be for closing all those loopholes. Yeah, Wayne LaPierre. Loopholes. Well, when you say loopholes, what do you mean? Well, here's what Wayne. I'm going to ask you this because it's funny because when most people think of an NRA spokesman, they don't think of you. Okay, fair enough. They think of Wayne LaPierre. Okay. And I like to fuck with people's minds. Wayne LaPierre in 1999. We think it's reasonable to provide mandatory instant criminal background checks for every sale at every gun show. No loopholes anywhere for anyone. What changed? Yeah, but when you go to a gun show and you purchase a firearm. Is it really a show? What would it be? I don't know, because I've never been. What it sounds like this masturbation? I would not. No. I'm good with regular masturbation, but a show, it sounds like Annie Oakley. It sounds like, still a show nonetheless. Right? But it's really a sale, right? Isn't that what a gun show is? Yeah. You can go there and you can buy guns. But why do they call it a show? Well, because when I first went to a gun show, I treated it as such. Really? You went there because what it is an aggregation of a bunch of guns that you normally... But wouldn't it be good if we had 100% of people who got a background check? Wouldn't that be good? Sure, but how do you go about doing that from a private sales standpoint? Well, I don't know. I mean, I know you're against any sort of registry because you think that leads to confiscation, but... Well, it has before, though. In America? No, in America. That's what we're trying to prevent. But it has happened in places where people use as examples of shining beacons of what we should do gun control-wise here in America. I can't imagine a country that loves its guns as much as this country. I mean, we have almost half the guns in the world with 4% of the population. I can't imagine anyone ever tried to take away people's guns. And if the people who were taking away the guns were doing it, they're usually the people who like guns. They're law enforcement. I can argue with that. Yeah.
Hello, everyone. Once again, this is Dare to Speak. To get to the point, I really don't have a real serious problem with guns or gun ownership. Personally, for myself, I don't really care for guns. I never really did care for them. However, if a person wants to own a gun to protect themselves, for obvious reasons, then I'm all for it, more power to you, just as long as you're pretty much correct up here. And the whole background check is not only extremely important, but I do believe that there's some sort of level of corruption in which certain people are not getting background checks for whatever the reason, either because of connection or because of social class. I don't know what the reason might be. I can only speculate, but, I don't want to speculate and then try to make it seem like it's a fact. Unless I know it's a fact, but I honestly don't know. The thing is, now when it comes to gun radicals, which is that's the thing that I have a big problem with. I don't have a problem with guns, gun owners. I have a big, serious problem with gun radicals. Militias that take things too far and they feel they have the right to be an authority figure. And it pretty much ends up becoming like another Kyle Rittenhouse type of situation.
Stuff like that. Because you have to look at his point, because with everything going on with social media, it's all blown up, it's cops against the thing, and civil people is out for whatever. You have to look at that point, because you're already labeled as a white supremacist gun person. You have to look at your safety and stuff like that. And what? Can you stop talking, Mom? Okay.
So I wanted to make a point on that, basically. And again, it's just that the gun radicals and people that are pretty much irresponsible, and a lot of people that support irresponsible people, and they make these stupid accusations that so and so deserved it because they try to kill me. They try to kill him. I mean, or someone saying I had to defend myself. I mean, yeah, I can understand that, but there's a certain type of there's certain things you need to realize in order to make it justified. And for people to start making fun of the victims, the ones that got killed, by saying, the world's better off without them, good riddance. And with Gage Grosskreutz, where he got a big chunk of his arm blasted, and people making jokes about him, and the cruel, mean jokes. A lot of these gun radicals are actually, I mean, it's very stupid. These are the people that I worry about the most, because they're the ones that are, in my opinion, just as dangerous as any low-life criminal who has no business having a gun and stuff like that. To me, they're not any better than them, in my opinion. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Questions or comments, you know what to do. And this is Dare to Speak. And to all of you, take care.